What is up, everyone? It says encoding overloaded. I might have started this a bit too soon. It should be fine now. Anyway, welcome back to Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Let's continue the story. After recording that last episode, I realized, I feel like I'm getting a bit better at this whole commentary thing. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I'm getting better at this commentary thing. I'll go ahead and link in the description the first ever Lego Star Wars video, as well as the first video ever uploaded to this channel, which was a Minecraft video. I definitely feel like I'm better, a more interesting commentator than I was in that video. But yeah, if you feel like it, go ahead and watch those videos. I'm curious what you guys think. Watch those again and let me know if you think I'm actually getting better. And I don't mention this much, but like I ask for comments on my videos, like in every video. But I mean it, guys. Okay, if you read my description, one of the things that I put down there is helpful feedback is always appreciated. Okay, I can guess how good I'm doing, but I really. I'm just one person. I can only give one perspective. If you have something to say about how this is going, if you like what you're seeing, or you think something could be better, let me know down in the comments. Okay, don't be like, oh, you suck, you're a horrible person or something. Okay, we don't need that. But if you have a suggestion, I'm all ears, y'all. So let me know. Or we're gonna be Anakin for now. Once we get to the end, we're gonna switch because we do not. Oh gosh. Okay. This very well might be the hardest of this kind of part of a level, in my humble opinion. Oh man, it's all over the place, man. Oh, whew. That was 2 tries. Okay, that's a new record. That might be a new world record, guys. Okay, you see that? Okay. All right, and the red brick is behind that R2 terminal. That's a bit unfortunate. We've already gotten True Jedi on here, though, so we're fine there. Yeah. Let's see what we get here. We'll just... I'm not sure. I don't remember. Again, if you watched the last video, we remember. I feel like my memory isn't the best. It's actually kind of impressively bad at times. But like, I'm not sure if this particular countdown, you'll see when we force up those supports, the countdown increases. I'm not sure if there's a limit to it, like beyond a certain point it won't actually increase the counter. That's why I did not force them all at the start, because I felt like maybe it was like that. Wow, we didn't get that mini kit last time. Wow, we only have 1 mini kit back here. Well, 1 mini kit left. It's probably back here. I don't know for sure. Yeah. So, okay, an interesting thing. Okay, at the start, I was looking at the second monitor, and OBS had popped up a warning on the bottom, saying encoding overloaded. Consider turning down the settings or whatever. And I was like, what? And then it went away, and I was like, oh, okay. But that got me thinking. So I actually tried out a branch of OBS that includes includes support for VCE, which, if you saw the previous video, okay, is that just puts us back at the start? Okay, huh? I'd forgotten that bit. That's unfortunate. Hang on, can we double dip on the studs? We can. Okay, we're just gonna get more studs. Why not? Okay, but we'll be more efficient this time. In fact, I'm pretty sure the studs that just sit there probably won't. Yeah, they're not there. So we'll just go ahead and force over here, and then right here. Force that. But so the branch of branch. That's the word they used. If you're not a programmer, you might be confused. It's a thing with Git, like it's a variant, if you will, basically a tweak, alternate version or whatever you want to, something along those lines. Basically, it was OBS, but tweaked by a fan, I assume, or someone just had some time on their hands. to support VCE, and I tried it out, and I honestly did not see that much of an improvement. I'm pretty sure if I had a newer card that supported a newer, better VCE implementation, then I probably would have seen a pretty hefty improvement, but as is, I didn't really see an improvement. And one thing I did notice is it was using an older version of OBS. It was based on an older version that had I mean, it had a similar UI, but it was noticeably different. And it actually, one thing I liked about it, it had a lot more stats down below on the bottom bar, like the frame rates and stuff like that, which is, you know, stuff that I really like to know about. So I kind of wish that the newer, oh, come on, Obi-Wan, come on. Okay, the freaking game was just moving me off there. That's what was happening. Okay, Obi-Wan, move here. Come to me. Okay, now let's push up. Do that. I don't even know what we're doing. Okay, there's a flamey bit. This is another tough spot. I remember first time I played through this on story. Oh gosh, I was here for so long, repeating it, and I was like, oh my gosh, why isn't it working? Okay, so let's do this. And then, oh wow, we're down to 1 heart. Okay, Obi-Wan, let's find me some health, eh? Maybe a little healthy action. Oh gosh, hurry up. There we go. Okay. Whew. Yeah. So yeah, that was my little tidbit on the OBS branch. Now you'll notice we actually landed right here, but we started back there. Friggin' Lego Star Wars is quirky. And so there were actually some, oh boy, some whatchamacallem, mini kits over yonder direction, off to the right. But we already got those. That's why we have 9. And okay, we want to switch back to Obi-Wan, because we want to be the good guy here. We do not want to be the whiny brat, you know, that apparently turns into a pretty sinister, evil person. It's kind of interesting, because, you know, all through the prequels, Anakin kind of comes off, he doesn't really come off as an evil sort of guy. He's just, you know, kind of a whiny brat. And this, I forgot. I did not remember that this thing, this platform that we're on, actually falls apart. Maybe it was because the previous times I've played through, I was just hammering him so frequently that, you know, it just actually didn't break away. What was I saying? But like, you know, so yeah, okay, prequels, like Anakin's mostly just kind of a whiny brat. But then he turns into Darth Vader, like, where did that come from? It's really not that he was a bad guy, he was just, the Jedi were flawed, and he saw those flaws, and he saw the dark side. At least this is, you know, my interpretation based on some explanations that I've seen from people that know a lot more than me. But basically, he recognized that the Jedi Order as it was flawed, and, you know, not entirely consistent. The Jedi Code was a bit too uptight about certain things, and he saw the dark side as the only other option. He did not, I guess he didn't understand that there was an in-between. You know, there's such a thing as, you know, being a great Jedi, someone who generally uses their powers for noble purposes, but doesn't necessarily restrict themselves to, you know, just the light side of the Force. You know, they can use some darker aspects, which doesn't make them evil. You know, the dark side is not inherently evil. It's more volatile. It's, you know, kind of just darker in nature. Anyway, yeah, 21.2%. We're making progress, y'all. Okay, and we passed 1 million studs. What's up? Okay. Did not pass 1 million subs, though. Yeah, that'll be a ways off. Okay, there we go. Let's, I think we should get some extras, huh? Extra to celebrate getting 1 million. we might actually take us down from 1 million. Let's get character studs. Yeah, that'll take us down from 1 million. We'll also get the others. We won't be enabling those. Well, we won't be enabling exploding blaster bolts yet, because it can be a bit volatile. Well, speaking of, the dark side being volatile, exploding blaster bolts can be a bit tricky to use before you're invincible. In fact, no, we would need 100,000 studs. That would not be very easy to come by in the cantina. So yeah, we're gonna call it there, y'all. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment down below, share with your peeps, and subscribe if you're new around here. And yeah, that's it from me, guys. Catch you in the next one.